What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Guys on DJ, aka God in the Wax, bringing you another video. So this time I want to talk about the mixer. Let me turn off this background light or this border light first. It's kind of distracting. The other light's distracting too, but I can't. I'll leave that on. It's a physical light. But anyway, I want to talk to you about this Rane 70 joint we got hit on here. So basically, I have a DJM S11. And I picked up this Rane 70 just as a celebration of a milestone I had in life, paying off some debts and things like that. So go get into more debt, right? That's what you got to do, right? That's what we're expected to do. We're survivalists turning consumers. So anyway, uh, yeah, the Rane 70 is a cool Serato DVS battle mixer. I'm liking it a lot. It's well built, has an incredible build quality. It feels much more substantial and beefier than the S11 does. S11 is nicely built as well, but like the faders, I mean not the faders, the paddle effects on this mixer are aluminum, I believe it says on the specs on the different websites. So they definitely feel a lot beefier than the plastic ones on the DJM S11. I like the pads on the Rane 70. The Akai pads feel really good. I don't have to use a weird timing like I did when I came from my Reloop Elite to the S11. I don't have the Reloop Elite anymore, but when I had a Reloop Elite and then switched to the DJM S11, the timing of hitting the pads felt a little off or awkward. It wasn't as immediate as when I did on the Reloop Elite. Maybe it's a setting on the S11 I have to figure out or find to fix that, but definitely with this Rane mixer, I don't have that issue as well. It's just like it was on the Elite, where as soon as I hit the pad, I get the hot Q trigger. It's not like a weird timing or anything like that. But the Akai pads definitely feel great. The Mag 4 fader on this mixer is decent. I don't. It's not as good to me as the Mag Bell Pro on the DJM S11, but it's serviceable. You know, you can cut and scratch with it. One tool tip or one tip I can give you is that if you have an issue of getting the cut in as tight as you want it to be, go into the Rane utility. Excuse me. Make sure you download the latest version of the Rane utility and do the fader calibration, the crossfader calibration, and that may help you out as far as getting, a tighter cut or a better cut on the fader. When I did that, it was a lot tighter, and I was able to get it kind of how I like it to be, is a really tight cut. What else? You get two mic inputs on this thing, which is pretty cool if you ever need to do like a wedding and you want to have two people talking, or you want to have two MCs or two singers or something like that. You can definitely do that with this mixer. The mic one's controls are on the top left underneath the browse controls, where you see that blue and green button next to each other in the top left, kind of. And then the other mic controls are on the front of the mixer to the left of the fader contour controls or fader curve controls. Uh, like I said, this thing's built like a tank. It's definitely meant for the traveling or working DJ, who needs to throw it in a backpack and take it to a gig or something like that. I definitely would recommend you pick up a deck saver for it. As long as you have a backpack that will fit the Rane 70 with a deck saver on it, I'd highly recommend that. You definitely want, even though it's well built and sturdy and things like that, you still want to keep it protected from spills or dust and things like that when you're not using it, or if you're moving it from place to place. Other than that, it's a pretty standard mixer. It's very utilitarian, I would say. Not too many bells and whistles. You're not gonna get a four deck move or deck move like four decks, like with the DJM S11. It doesn't work with record box. There's no special stems controls. Now, I did map the stems to one of the user pad modes, so that was pretty cool to be able to do. But like I did with my S11, I think I put up a video on my channel showing how to do that with the S11. You can also do it with this mixer as well. It has like two user pad modes, so I map stems, the basic stems functionality to that. The effects sound decent. The onboard rain effects are pretty good, and I've heard from other DJs online that the rain effects used to not be so good on like some of their older mixers when they had that feature on them. So these are definitely a big step up and a lot better. They sound great. The echo sounds great. The reverb, the break, the phaser, the flanger, and the delay all sound good. It does not have as many effects as the beat effects on the Pioneer S11. I think the Pioneer S11 has 22 in total. which is pretty substantial. But what you get with the Rane 70 is pretty serviceable. You can do what you need to do with it. You also get the Serato software effects. And one thing to note is that the three effects or the three blue buttons you see kind of in the middle there above the pedal effects, each side is for each effect bank or each effect system in Serato DJ Pro. So you can't turn on like the far right blue button, that effect, and then turn it on the left side deck. It's not going to work. You have to have duplicate effects. If you want to use two effects on both channels, you have to have duplicate effects on each button on each side of that big square button in the middle. So that's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. I believe on the DJM S11, like the S9 and the S7, any of the 6 software effects that are on the right of the mixer on the S11 or S9 or S7, you can activate it with either one of the paddles on the mixer. So yeah. Anyway, the mixer is definitely dope. I'm liking it a lot. The screen is very basic, just shows BPM, the effect you have queued up, the level or the depth, and then the timing. So 1 beat, half a beat, 3/4 a beat, things like that, or percentage when using reverb. It's a very basic screen. Nothing, not too many bells and whistles to it. Just a basic OLED screen or whatever you might call it. But yeah, this mixer is dope. I like it a lot. I'm having fun playing around with it. I'll probably switch in my S11 and switch between this and my S11 as I go along. Now, one thing I wanted to say, I'm going to start streaming on my channel a lot, on my Twitch channel a lot more often. I want to kind of get my sea legs again as far as mixing and things like that. So, I'm having trouble right now because I haven't mixed like that in a while. Just straight mixing like songs and things like that. I'm having trouble, cutting out the bass and then remembering and turning back on when I switch over to the song, when I transition to the song. So once I get back in the groove with that, I'll probably start streaming. And that should be pretty quickly. I'm already getting to it right now, or getting the hang of it again right now. So once I feel comfortable doing that sort of stuff, I will go on my live on Twitch and get a schedule going. Not that I want to stream full time or anything like that, but I do want to have more of a stream and an audience and mix for people, online and things like that. So anyway, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good rest of the week and a good weekend coming up. Peace. Take it easy. Later.